Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel Dhyani Classes. If you are watching my video for the first time, do subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so that I get notified whenever new video will be uploaded. So in today's video, we will cover the second part of the chapter Glimpses of India, Coorg, written by Lokesh Abrol from class 10th CBSE. So let's get started. Let's talk about the author. Lokesh Abrol is a doctor by profession. He established the first multi-speciality hospital in Gurgaon. He is a social worker as he established the first stray co shelter in Gurgaon. Lokesh Abrol, also known for his writings, he wrote an essay on Coorg and highlighted his sharp observation and the ability for a graphic description of the beautiful land that is called Coorg. So through the second part of the chapter Coorg, the author is talking about one of the smallest district of Karnataka and gives beautiful insights of it. He is also talking about living standards of the people, wildlife and beautiful weather there. So let's begin with the first line of the chapter. Midway between Mysore and the coastal town of Mangalore sits a piece of heaven that must have drifted from the kingdom of God. So here the author is talking about Coorg, located between Mysore and the coastal town of Mangalore. That means it is one of the most beautiful towns of Mangalore, and saying Coorg is a piece of heaven because it is so beautiful and that must have drifted from the kingdom of the god. That means as Coorg is looking like a piece of heaven and as if it has come away from the kingdom of God and has settled down on the earth. This land of rolling hills is inhabited by a proud race of martial men, beautiful women and wild creatures. So here he is saying that this smallest district of Karnataka has a lot of hills and calling it as land of rolling hills and is inhabited of martial men, beautiful women and wild creatures. That means this land is occupied by beautiful women. The men are brave warrior and different species and wild creatures increases the beauty of this place. So inhabited means occupied or lived. Further he says Coorg or Kotagu, the smallest district of Karnataka, is home to evergreen rainforest, spices and coffee plantations. So here as you know that Coorg is the smallest district of Karnataka and it has also evergreen rainforest. That means forests remain green throughout the year and known for spices and coffee plantations. So Coorg is known for its evergreen forest as well and different kinds of spices and large number of coffee plantations as well. Evergreen rainforest covered 30% of this district. So here the narrator is saying that 30% of land is covered with evergreen forest, and further he says during the monsoons it pours enough to keep many visitors away. So as 30% of land is covered with evergreen forest and the place receives rain for the most part of the year, that means during monsoon it rains heavily and visitor can't go to this place because of the heavy rains. The season of joy commences from September and continues till March. That means from September to March is the best period to visit Coorg because at that time there are no rains and the weather at that time is quite pleasant. Further he says the weather is perfect with some showers thrown in for good measure. So here the narrator is saying that the weather is quite good at this time and there might be some showers thrown in for good measures. That means the shower is cool and good and there is some rain which makes people happy. The air breathes of invigorating coffee. That means one can smell strong fragrance of coffee because coffee plants are there and as Coorg is known for its coffee plantations. Coffee estates and colonial bungalows stand tucked under the tree canopy in prime corners. So here the narrator is saying that most prime locations of Coorg there are coffee estates and colonial bungalows. That means there are big farm of coffee plants and the standard of residential unit for members and bungalows stand tucked under the tree canopy in prime corners. That means the bungalows are found under a large shaded tree as well as surrounding of the coffee estates in prime locations in Coorg. The fiercely independent people of Coorg are possibly of Greek or Arabic descent. So here the narrator is saying that the people of Coorg are very brave and they believe in freedom and most of the people are possibly Greek or Arabic descent. That means the people of Coorg are believed to be in Greek or Arabic background. As one story goes, a part of Alexander's army moved south along the coast and settled here when return became impractical. So here he is talking about the origin of the people, that from where they came, and saying that there are two stories behind of their origin. One, there might be a story behind of their origin in Coorg, that they might be of Greek origin or they might be the Arab origin, and there is one story that demonstrated that they might be Greek origin, and as a part of Alexander's army moved south along the coast and settled here. That means once Alexander's army once came along with this south region and settled here permanently, and they were not able to go back to their places or land from where they came. So what do you mean by impractical? That means impossible or unthinkable. These people married amongst the locals and their culture is apparent in the martial traditions. So here he is saying that these army people settled there and married with local people and their culture can be seen in their martial tradition. That means in the same way they fight as they were very brave, and in the same way they celebrate and conduct their marriages or other activities. And further he says marriage and religious rites which are distinct from the Hindu mainstream. That means the way they conduct their marriages and religious rites such as wedding ceremony and other religious activity, that was very different from the Hindu mainstream. And these religious rites shows that there is some link up to the Greek origin or people, maybe of Greek origin, because their religious rites were very different from the one followed by Hindus. The theory of Arab origin draws support from the long black coat with an embroidered waist belt worn by the Kuduvas. So here he is saying that there is another story and there is another theory to prove that these people might be of Arab origin because of dress they wear, and they wear long black coat with an embroidered waist belt which is worn by the Kuduvas. So here he is saying that the local people of Coorg wearing dresses known as kufia is similar to the Arabs. So he says because of the Arab dresses or the way they worn dresses to prove that the people of Coorg might be of Arab origin. Coorgi homes have a tradition of hospitality and they are more than willing to recount numerous tales of valor related to their sons and fathers. So here he is describing people of Coorg that they are very polite and have a tradition of hospitality. That means they are very friendly and generous towards their guests, visitors and strangers, and treat them as a family. And further he says they are more than willing to recount numerous tales of valor. So what do you mean by numerous tales of valor? That means number of stories of bravery related to their sons and fathers, and they were always ready to entertain their guests with stories of their ancestors, fathers and sons. So in this way the people of Coorgi are very welcoming and warm in nature. The Coorg regiment is one of the most decorated in the Indian army, and the first chief of the Indian army, General Koryappa, was a Coorgi. So here he is saying that Coorg regiment in the Indian army, and it is one of the most decorated in the Indian army. That means this Coorg regiment in the Indian army has received the maximum number of awards of bravery, and even the first chief of Indian army, General Koryappa, was a Coorgi. That means the first chief of Indian army named General Koryappa was from Coorg itself. Even now, Kudavus are the only people in India permitted to carry firearms without a license. So here the narrator is saying that people of Coorg are allowed to carry firearms without a license. That means they are allowed to carry guns or other weapons without a license in India. So in this way, this place where people can use these weapons freely and without getting a license, just because of they are very brave and known for their victories in bravery. The river Kaveri obtains its water from the hills and forest of Coorg. Mahashir, a large freshwater fish, abound in these waters. So here he is telling about the river Kaveri, and this river gets water from the hills and evergreen dense forest of Coorg, and known as major river in South India. And further he says there is a large freshwater fish known as Mahashir fishing camp, and large numbers of fish found in this freshwater. Kingfisher dive for their catch, while squirrels and langurs drop partially eaten fruit for the mischief of enjoying the splash and the ripple effect in the clean water. So here he is saying that the bird kingfishers dive for their catch. That means kingfishers dive into the water to get fresh fish, And while squirrels and langurs drop partially eaten fruits for the mischief, that means squirrels and langurs and monkeys, and one can see their playful misbehavior by throwing half-eaten fruits into the water and enjoying the splash and the ripple effect in the clean water. That means langurs, squirrels and monkey enjoying the sound of the water and created waves in the water by throwing half-eaten fruits. And further he says, elephants enjoy being bathed and scrubbed in the river by their mahout. That means elephants also enjoying spending time in the water while bathing or scrubbed in the river by their mahouts. So what do you mean by mahouts? That means the person who takes care of an elephant or an elephant driver or keeper. Further he says the most laid back individuals become converts to the life of high energy and adventure with river rafting, canoeing, rappelling, rock climbing and mountain biking. Further he says the most laid back individuals become converts to the life of high energy and adventure with river rafting, canoeing, rappelling, rock climbing and mountain biking. So here he is saying that the tourist visits Coorg to relax in the natural beauty of the place and becomes more energetic because there are so many activities to be done such as river rafting, canoeing, rappelling, rock climbing and mountain biking, etc. So these are the one of the famous adventure sports. One can enjoy all these kinds of activities. Numerous walking trails in this region are a favorite with trackers. Birds, bees and butterflies are there to give you company. So here he is saying that there are various ways to climb hills and forests that have formed by the footstep of the travelers who trek there in between, and you will see the birds, bees and butterflies are to give you company. Macaques, Malabar squirrels, langurs and slender lories keep a watchful eye from the tree canopy. So all different kinds of birds, animals such as macaques, Malabar squirrels, langurs and slender lories and all animals keep an eye from the tree canopy. So tree canopy refers to the uppermost branches of the trees in the forest, and these beautiful scene enhances the beauty of Coorg. And further he says, I do however prefer to step aside for wild elephants. So here he is talking about the other wild animals such as wild elephants, tigers and pigs, etc., which you have to be very attentive and careful. The climb to the Brahmagiri Hills brings you into the panoramic view of the entire misty landscape of Coorg. So here he is talking about the Brahmagiri Hills, that once you climb up to the Brahmagiri Hills, it will give you overall look at the beautiful, stunning and an eye-catching view of the entire misty landscape of Coorg. That means filled with fog or mist across the Coorg. Further he says a walk across the rope bridge leads to the 64 acres island of Nisarg Dama. So further he says once you step up to the rope bridge, that means the bridge is made by the rope only, and once you walk across it, you will see astonishing beauty of this place such as 64 acres island of Nisarg Dama. So Nisarg Dama is a delta which is called as an island by local people and formed by river Kaveri near Kushal Nagar in the district of Kodagu, Karnataka. Running into Buddhist monks from India's largest Tibetan settlement at nearby Balakupe is a bonus. So here the narrator is saying that you will also see India's largest settlement of Buddhist monks known as Balakupe, and it is an area in Karnataka, and it was a surprising bonus, and the author calls it a bonus as it is the least expected here. The monks in red, ochre and yellow robes are amongst the many surprises that wait to be discovered by visitors searching for the heart and soul of India right here in Coorg. So here you can see the monks wearing red, orange and yellow colored garment most of the part in Coorg, and their living standards or lifestyle is a fascinating view for the visitors, and different kinds of culture can be seen here which represent the heart and soul of India. So I hope you liked the video. Let's look at the third part of the chapter Tea from Assam in my next video. For more informative videos, do subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so that I get notified whenever new video will be uploaded. So thank you so much for watching once again. Stay safe, stay healthy.